By the way, during the break, Michael Rapaport agreed to be my assistant coach in 4 years in Israel during the Maccabi games.
Done.
Right? I think he wants to. You could have played for the senior team. There's a 45 and over,
my man,
35
my man. Take it easy.
No, I'm saying you could have. It's actually there's. Actually
if I could make the senior team, then that senior team can't be that good.
Well, listen,
there's got to be some better talent out there than me.
There actually is better talent, but sometimes it comes down to who writes the biggest check and who gets on that. Right? I'm just. Michael Rapaport continues to join us. You can check him out in Dallas the day before the Big Three plays in Dallas. That's a week from Saturday, so July 29th. Yep. In Chicago with the Big Three, which, of course, airs next Monday night on Fox Sports 1. He's recovered. Is Scal's your doppelganger or are you Scal's doppelganger?
I don't understand the comparison. I know that, we're both fair-skinned, but Brian Scalabrine on his best day, if he even thinks about looking as good as me, he should smack himself back to sleep.
Okay, let's listen to the cue. You did an outstanding job on sidelines for Fox Sports 1.
They're calling me the Howard Cosell of Big Three.
Who's they?
I'm just people. I don't want to name names, but that's what they are.
Okay, let's see. This is Howard Cosell. Let's see if this is Howard Cosell like.
I hope to God you're wearing sunblock in here because just for your own sake, you're back in the game. How you feeling about this game, Scal?
When I'm done with the game, can I borrow your shirt? I'm gonna go have a picnic.
I love him. The white mamba.
The white mamba.
I hope he sleeps with sunblock on. I mean, he's like see-through. He's like Sammy Sosa color. Like he's like pink.
Well, Sammy Sosa color now.
Yes.
Yeah, Sammy Sosa color now.
No kidding. Not Sammy Sosa when he was on the juice.
He's more beige now. He's really ecru, kind of
No,
mother of pearl.
he's Brian Scalabrine pink.
Yeah, he's almost transparent, translucent. What's going on with your Knicks? They get rid of Phil Jackson. Okay, then the thought is they're going to get rid of Melo. Now they're like, Melo, we may want to keep you for 2 years.
It's a pounding dysfunction. And to be honest with you, Doug, I'm not getting emotionally involved this year. I'm not going to memorize and study up on a brand new roster for the 5th season in a row. They had an opportunity to truly clean house. The Phil Jackson thing didn't work out for whatever reasons. Dolan could have said, we're moving forward. Steve Mills, no disrespect, bye. Jeff Hornacek, no disrespect, bye. R.C. Buford apparently was interested. Griffin was interested. There's a handful of other GMs we could have hired. But we're still clinging on to the late 90s and 2000 infrastructure. I don't understand it. I refuse to get emotionally involved anymore. Somehow or another, Carmelo is a sympathetic figure in this because he's kept his mouth shut.
But he hasn't, though. He turned Porzingis against Phil Jackson.
But was he wrong? Carmelo wasn't wrong in being frustrated with what Phil was doing.
Yeah, but Phil was not wrong in being frustrated with Carmelo Anthony refusing to buy into the offense, buy into the triangle offense, which had worked for other superstars with a similar skill set. So, I'm like, look, tell me where Carmelo Anthony has won outside of 6 games in March for Syracuse.
I get that. I'm very well aware of his flaws. But where we are now, if I was Carmelo, I honestly, Doug, I don't have the answers. I'm so disgusted and frustrated with the fact that the Mecca of basketball, the greatest city in the world, I don't care about Rome, Spain, this place in Los Angeles, they refer to as a city. It's a desert with a couple of high-rises. Chicago, the great city of Chicago, that the Big Three, all these places are great. New York is the place to be. Basketball is our game, and the fact that we are in such disarray, and we could have cleaned house, but we're going to head into this year essentially taking, once again, we're going to turn into the Chicago Cubs or the Boston Red Sox of the NBA, where people like myself are going to be like, please let me live to see them win a championship.
You couldn't be more wrong about basketball being a New York game. Like, name for me the great New York basketball players currently in the NBA. It's a very, very short list.
You want to go into the historical context?
You want to go historical. I'm talking about present day. Okay?
I get that. But it is the city's game. It is the Mecca.
It is.
It's the only arena with all its history intact in the NBA. The Staples Center is not where the Magic took place. The Boston Garden is gone. Chicago's gone. You want to play where you think there's history in the Smoothie King Arena?
in fairness,
Yeah.
It's not the first Garden, but you're right. They did put $1 billion. Look, here's the biggest problem with New York is that New Yorkers still show up. They keep showing
agree.
up. Every seat is filled to
I
go
agree.
see a terrible organization
agree.
and a terrible team. But I also believe that you're right. It has turned into the, please God, and once in my lifetime can we see the Knicks good? And it has, not for lack of trying. Think of the big names. Isaiah. It was terrible. Larry Brown, they paid him $25 million to go away. Phil Jackson, Donnie Walsh. It's really incredible. It's not that they haven't tried. It just hasn't, nothing's worked.
I have a question.
Yes. By the way, LA has far more NBA players than New York does.
Right now.
It's a far better city to live in than New York.
No disrespect to all the other cities and all the other countries with more NBA players. Kemba Walker is the sole guy.
Kemba Walker's the best. That's the best you got.
Yeah, and it ain't so bad.
No,
okay.
I didn't say so.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. But I have a question for you. And I would like you to ask this also. Okay, answer Holly. When I turn into one of those rogue, crazy people, if the first game of the season, because I've really thought this, and I'm asking you on live TV.
I got 15 seconds.
If I was one of these crazy people to do a ban of the first game of the NBA season, yo, we're banning this game. Don't show up. Would you think Michael Rapaport is nuts?
I think the answer is no. Michael Rapaport, check him out. Big 3 Monday in Chicago. I am Rapaport.